Yeah,
technically.
exactly. Yeah. Where are you from? England?
South Africa.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't notice the difference of the accent.
No, dude.
I have some relatives that live in South Africa. They're not originally from there
Really?
though. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
my great uncle, he owns a airplane fueling company in South Africa. Um
That's nice. Damn.
and so he lived
Wait.
there for a number of years. He has like a mansion there. He just died last year though, my great uncle.
Oh shit. Sorry, man. Sorry to
Yeah,
hear.
but his wife and other like relatives or whatever live there in South Africa. I forget what part or whatever, but
Yeah, I just wanted to ask which part. But
yeah,
probably Pretoria, Johannesburg, or Cape Town, one of the big cities.
yeah. I'm assuming it's one of the big cities, but yeah, no, that's neat. I want to visit there someday, but um,
Yeah,
I
just wait for this COVID because our restrictions are so bad right now.
yeah
Really.
here. I live in Massachusetts. I don't know if you know that state. It's next to New York.
Yeah, I know. I
Um,
know they are.
but like it's different state by state of the restrictions of what's open and
Yeah,
closed, but the
yeah.
coronavirus cases are high in like pretty much all the states, but mainly like Florida, Texas, and those states are really bad. And then with the restrictions, it's different state by state in the sense that Massachusetts, it's very very strict. So ever since the pandemic
Mhm.
started, clubs and bars have been closed and they're still closed.
Yeah,
um but in like Texas and Florida and certain other random states in southern states, they opened bars and clubs back up like in the summer and they're still open.
that's so. Oh my gosh. At least
Yeah.
yours is open. Like ours been closed for months now. And I mean,
Yeah.
Australia is completely open. They're partying really hard.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
freaking
It's
sad, man.
annoying. But here tons of people are dying from the coronavirus. It's crazy.
Yeah. And we've got that new variant in South Africa and in
That's
the
what I
UK.
heard. Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
I had that motherfucker.
You did? When did you have the coronavirus?
I got it at a New Year's party.
Really? What?
And
Damn.
yeah. And yeah. Then
How
I
was it?
isolated for, I had zero symptoms. Like
Okay.
nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing, nothing, nothing.
Yeah,
And
that's
it
good.
only took me like 2 weeks and then I could come out again. But it did nothing to me. So
That's good.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It depends person to person. So
My sister, she goes to college in Miami, Florida,
yeah.
and so she had a long winter break or whatever,
Mhm.
and she just left back there like a couple weeks ago, and then after just 1 week, she got the coronavirus. Her and all her friends.
Shit.
Yeah, because they're in Florida, like people are
It's
reckless, and like the cases there are like one of the highest for states.
mm,
And I got the
yeah.
coronavirus at the very beginning of the pandemic, March. So
Oh shit.
yeah. So
That's
it was
cool.
during the time when they were just in the US, they were just starting to close down restaurants or whatever, but they hadn't
Yeah, yeah,
fully
yeah.
closed down yet. But they were just about to. And my sister, she was in Spain at the time, like on spring
And it
break
was
or
really
whatever.
bad there.
Yeah, like there in Italy, it was like the worst. So
Yeah.
she had to come back because they were gonna do the travel ban or whatever of Europe. Um,
Mm-mm-mm.
so she came back to Florida, and so to
Yeah.
our great aunt and great uncle's apartment, which my great aunt and great uncle like are almost never there. They live in Aruba most of the time. But so my sister went to that apartment before going back to her like apartment in Miami. Uh, and that apartment is in Boca Raton, Florida. And so my mom was like, "Oh, like because stuff is closing down and because my work was closing down or whatever, I thought I would be able to work home from then. But it
Yeah.
turns out I have to go into work once a week. So I was gonna just go there and stay there in the apartment in Florida like for a long time, but
Mm.
it turned out I had to come back. So I was there in Florida for like 5 days. So I'm not sure where I got it.
Where you got it?
I might have gotten it on the plane because everybody was like
Yeah.
scouring back to their states and countries and stuff like that. So the plane was full, and that was the time right before people were required to use masks.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah.
I wasn't wearing masks or anything like that. The only thing I was doing was using hand sanitizer a lot or whatever. But
Yeah.
that wasn't enough. Um, so I could have gotten it from the plane traveling, or I could have gotten it from my sister because she just got back from Spain. So I don't know. Maybe she carried it. Carried it.
Yeah.
Or I could have gotten it from I was clubbing with some like friends that I have there or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it could have been any of those. But
Yeah.
for I was sick for 10 days. And 7 out of the 10 days, it was like a bad cold. But three out of the ten
Yeah.
days, but 3 out of the 10 days, I felt like I could barely breathe. I like it was bad. It was bad, and like there was nothing I
Oh
could do
shit.
about it because like for the coronavirus testing, you weren't able to get it unless you like paid like $1,000+. It was like at the yeah, it
Damn.
was at the very beginning, but then like about a month later is when it became available for free, like a lot of different places.
Hmm.
Um, and then another thing too is like you weren't allowed to get tested like for free unless you were in the hospital, like you know what I mean.
Okay. 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 I
Uh,
understand. Yeah. Like really,
so
really ill.
yeah, so I was in that like I was stuck in that position of not knowing what to do if I was able to get
Mm.
checked out or not or whatever. So, but thankfully I was fine, and ever since then I never got the coronavirus of my knowledge. Um,
Again. Yeah.
yeah, but have they started rolling out vaccines there or no?
Yeah. We're getting like I read the news a lot, and we were late to apply for vaccines because our country's government is absolute shit.
Mm-hmm.
So we got it late, and we're getting it now. I think we're getting supplies from India. We're getting a couple of million doses,
Okay.
and yeah. So, but we haven't gotten it yet. It's
Mm-hmm.
starting like in a couple of months, maybe.
Mm, that's interesting.
But yeah,
Damn, that's a
but we
while.
and we had vaccines, but once again, our country's so fucking shit. They
Mm-hmm.
there was something wrong with the cooling of it, and they just botched up the whole batch that we had, and then that was useless.
Yeah.
So we had to get new. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's basically that.
There's a. It's very interesting. There's a. Did you know there's a coronavirus vaccine tracker? So it tracks all the vaccines.
Yeah.
Uh, that's like implemented throughout the world. So like the U.S. How many? The U.S. vaccinated the most amount of people so
Yeah.
far. It's 7.6% of people in the U.S. have been
Mm.
vaccinated so far, which is a lot. So it's 25 million people have been vaccinated so far here in the U.S.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And then China, it's been 22.8 million. The UK, it's been 9 million. India, 3.7 million. United Arab Emirates is 3.1 million. Israel is 3 million. So it's like it's going up, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
here, it's like different stages of who gets it. So, in most
Yeah.
countries have been doing
Healthcare
this,
and the
and old
first line
people.
people get it first. Yeah.
Yeah. And then now the next phase that's about to happen or is happening is one level lower of old people. Uh,
It's
and
probably like the
also,
60 and 50-year-olds.
yeah, yeah. I think it's 60 and up now, something, or 65 and up, something like
Yeah.
that, instead of 75 and up. And then it's also people with two or more bad health conditions, something like that. Um, and
Okay,
then
okay,
and
okay.
then it's about to be teachers next, something like that. But yeah, no, it's crazy. That sucks though, being stuck in your position of like not knowing like yeah, cause like
Yeah.
my great uncle's wife, she like the ever since the pandemic kind of started is when she started thinking she's maybe gonna want to move to the U.S.
Yeah.
Um, but she's originally from South Africa. But
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah, but
But
cause she says like
they canceled. They canceled the travels from South Africa to America now.
I know, yeah. So
Yeah.
but she probably after the pandemic is gonna want to try to like move here.
Yeah, I would
Cause
also
cause
rather move to America than South
yeah,
Africa.
cause
It's
she
really
says
shit here.
it's a lot better over here. Have you ever been to the U.S.?
I haven't been out of South Africa.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah,
I also heard that the HIV problem there is really bad. Is that true? Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah. It is, but it's weird. It's been apparently it helped against COVID. I don't know how, but it,
Yeah,
I don't know. Like
interesting.
the medication that HIV patients use
Yeah,
apparently had a positive effect on the COVID,
interesting.
but I don't know.